Hello and welcome everybody to another stream of yours truly, Tabletop Reviews, brought to you by Tabletop Junkie. And now that's gonna bother the living crap out of me. Hang on one second, everybody. I gotta mute the mic. Okay, I'm not sure why that is. Let's see if I can try and pull up something else. Make sure it doesn't show up on everything. And it doesn't, just Discord. I do apologize. Just I noticed something. Maybe I just need to wipe down my monitor. Maybe it's just dust. I'll figure it out. Yep, sorry about that. I noticed a speckle on one of my monitors, and I was kind of mesmerized by it. It caught me by the latest surprise. So, all right, everybody. Well, welcome to another stream of yours truly, Tabletop Junkie. Hey, the Witch King is here. Woohoo! I got an audience. So, all right. Well, we've been going on for 2 minutes already. Let's get to the purpose of why we're here. We are here because I'm going to show off my treasures and experiences of my first convention. So, let's start off with the one big experience. This was my first Comic-Con convention that actually happened in a town near me. It was literally only a 40-minute drive from my place, so I was able to go there and back in the same day. Didn't have to get a hotel room or nothing, so I was very happy about that. So I went there, and I am not late. I started like at 2:16. Women. Anyway, so we went there. I took my girlfriend, my son, and her son. Um, I also had my son's mother going with us, and his stepfather went with us. So we all went together. We actually carpooled down there, and it was actually a great experience. Sorry, LOL. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so it was just a wonderful experience. I went there. There was three major people that actually, well, there's a lot of major people that showed up to the stream. We actually, or showed up to this convention, not the stream, the convention. A lot of major people. The first thing is we had the famous actors. Okay, top one being Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Now I didn't get to meet Mr. Christopher Lloyd, which was kind of a bummer, but because I didn't have enough time, so that was a bummer. They had Steve Cardenas, who played Rocky DeSantis from Power Rangers. They had the voice actress Ashley. I think it's Ashley Eckstein. I could be so wrong. I hope I'm not butchering her name, but she played the voice of Ahsoka Tano during the Clone Wars. Then we had Mick Foley, the famous legendary wrestler, which I was pretty psyched about, but I didn't see him. So I only had the option of picking one person that I got to see, and I wanted to see two people, at least three if I could. One of them was Mr. Christopher Lloyd, but unfortunately, he was the biggest top dog there, which was shocking. But I wouldn't. I mean, there was three top dogs in my book, but he was the biggest guy there, so everybody wanted to see him. So they had a freaking line, even taking up that extended beyond the railings. Like they had railing lines, I think about 5 lines long. They could make 5 rows of of people. Well, this extended 5 more lines outside of the barrier, and we were like, wow, that's just not gonna happen. We only had one day, and so then my next one was Mr. Brent Spiner. Now, I got to see Mr. Brent Spiner. I actually paid for a picture. an autograph and a 5-minute conversation. I think that was something he was just trying to do with all his fans. I'm not sure if that's what you really paid for, but I mean, it was a selfie photo, a photo of him signed, and you know, all that stuff, autograph and everything. Which you guys don't get to see any of that stuff, unfortunately. So you have to take my word for it. You don't have to believe me. Believe me, I met him. If you don't believe me, that's a you problem. I don't personally care what you believe. That one was a personal experience of mine. So I did get to meet him, and he was a very cool man. The other person I wanted to meet that I didn't get to meet was Jonathan Frakes, William Riker from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So I did get a Mr. Data photo, a Lieutenant Commander Data photo of him in his original uniform. It was. I just had to take a look because there was another photo of him similar to that, but wearing the Star Trek movie uniform, where they had the gray patches and then the yellow shirt underneath, instead of the blue shirt that they normally had for all the casts. So, yep, I did get to see I did get to see Jonathan Frakes. I didn't get to speak with him or walk up to him. I actually got to see him. I was probably about 10 feet away from him, was the closest I got. Brent Spiner, I got to go up there and fist bump the guy. We fist bumped, and we got to talk. But Jonathan Frakes, unfortunately, I got to see him from 10 feet away. But you know what? That's an experience that nobody can take from me. So that's my one big experience. Okay, well, that's my one big experience and my one experience treasure that I get to share with you guys. Now we're gonna move on to the next big couple of things. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure my camera's working. Oh, yep, my camera is totally working. So, oh yeah, there's my hand. All right, I gotta stand up here, so give me just a hot second. Okay, a little bit of dead air there while I got these two pieces of jewelry. I got a replica of the Elven pendant that was given to Aragorn in the Lord of the Ring movies, and I got a replica of the One Ring. You can't see it real well, but you can tell there's writing. But that is, yeah, the one, yeah. Witch King, you got it. The One Ring that rules them all. And I told my girlfriend. So this I bought for my girlfriend, and then this one my Elisar's amulet, yes. And then this one my girlfriend bought for me. And I said, well, you got to put it on chain because she's like, well, why aren't you gonna wear it? Because no one wears the One Ring except for Sauron. So I said it's a thing, you know. So that was one of the things that we picked up together as a couple. It was freaking awesome. So yeah, that's a couple things that I got that we spent some money on. And then she did get a lot of other things too. Unfortunately, those are hers, so I don't get to show them off other than this one pendant. But that's because that goes with the the whole Lord of the Rings deal. So we're gonna put those off to the side. Okay, so while we were also there, we got to meet with some of the vendors. One of the vendors that came through is I cannot remember. I think it's Shepherd Comics. Shepherd Comics, I think it is. I think so. I think that's what their names was. I'll have to pull up the comic book industry, but they had a lot of comics and graphic novels on sale there. So one of the ones I picked up was this one, the Shiver Barrel. So this is about two guys in London, uh, the United Kingdom. Well, you can even see Big Ben right behind there. These are paranormal investigators that deals with a lot of issues. So the way I was told this was Doctor Who meets the paranormal. So take the science fiction out and put in the mix. They say take out the science fiction part of Doctor Who, make it into a regular show of nothing but regular people doing regular things, and then mix them in there with the Winchester brothers. Um, so it's basically Um, Doctor Who mixes with the Winchesters. So yeah, I have not read this yet. This is I believe, the first book. And yes, it even says "Welcome to London" underneath here. Let me see if I can get it up in the camera a little bit. Oh! I'm bumping into my trays, my dragon tray. But yep, it's like way up there. And my camera's too close. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be moving my camera anytime soon because, number one, I got game coming up soon. So it does say that it's about 200 pages, ages 10 plus, cartoon violence, snarky banter. So it's a comedy action adventure full of spooky monsters and witty banter. Throwback to Saturday morning cartoons. Ghosts are no longer able to pass over to the other side, trapped in the mundane world some spirits carry about with their old lives. Shivers, however, are a terrible nuance at best and deadly at their worst. Only a corrupt agency known as the Sheriff Bureau and its inspectors have any power over the Shivers. The Bureau continues to gain power but lose trust. Whispers of darker things hiding in the shadows, threatening to topple the delicate balance. A ragtag, less than ideal group of misfits are tossed down a path to set things right and to make everything come tumbling down. But maybe that's just what the world needs. Good way of looking at that. So, my next buy, basically like the BRPD, but for the British. Yep. My next buy is this. It's called The Shepherd. And there's a nice wolf in. I love the Arctic. Okay, hang on. I gotta move my dragon coasters because I don't want anything touching. I don't want it touching my greatness here. This is the first volume. This is the origin story of this guy here. Of which we do meet again in the volume 3. There is no, or in volume 2, there is no volume 3 at the moment. So they're in the middle of making all that. So good for that. And I did talk to the guys. So the one thing that the comic book guy who wrote this one, I've got to actually look up his name. The guy who signed my book, who did the story and drew this and inked it, I did ask him. I did tell him I have a YouTube channel. I told him my name is Tabletop Junkie. He knows my actual name too, and because he takes pictures and he does self promotions, and he has said, well, he said, look for my industry, get a hold of me. I would like you to do an interview on me. If you can. If you want an interview, I'd be more than willing to do it. I talk to my fans. So, I potentially may have an interview coming up shortly with him. So, I don't know if I'm going to go that far because I am more of a gaming guy but I've like all nerd things such as comic books. Like the Shiver Burrow may actually be a tabletop game we're playing someday. You know, it just might be called something different, but it's definitely going to maybe I run a game that is inspired by it. I don't know. This is called the Apocatastasis. All right. And then this next one we've got coming along here is also another Shepherd comic called The Shepherd, and this is The Path of Souls. I like this one because it looks like you've got some World War II, Civil War, some ancient Asia, and then some of the old English, like George Washington type soldiers, Britain and English soldiers, the blue coats and the red coats, all coming back to life zombified from some supernatural existence. So I mean, I like this one. You never know. We may be playing a tabletop game of that shortly. Maybe there's a lot of different systems out there that you can run all that stuff with. And then lot of different sandbox systems. So, yeah. Alright, so the next one that I'm going to show you, this one I picked because it reminded me of a 90s show. So, it's called Steak. So, this girl here is about 17 to 19 years old, the way I understand it. This is the first volume. The second volume still isn't out yet, but I'm definitely going to be looking up the author because I'm going to be definitely getting the second volume. I love graphic novels. So this is called Steak. It's about this girl here who has lost her boyfriend, mother, father, brother, sister, everything due to a vampire. Due to a vampire clan, a nest of vampires, ended up meeting up with her and killing her entire family. So now she is out with a baseball bat, stakes, and everything, and she has gone psychologically insane by what it did because she was tortured. She lost everything. So now she puts on hoodies, listens to jams, dyed her hair, has got some nose piercings, some tattoos, and has decided to spend her newly adult life as a person who is now a capable adult, and hunts down vampires and kills everyone in the most every vampire in the most worst way possible. Which I don't know how you can kill a vampire in the worst way possible. They're already dead. So I mean I don't know what that is exactly. So yeah, I guess figure that one out, right? So that is that's one I'm gonna enjoy reading eventually, and I'm gonna definitely do a review on it. All right, and then so I bought all those comics from Shepherd Comics, so they gave me 2 comics for free, and the free ones are about to come out. Okay, now you guys are probably gonna guess why I probably picked them. And if anyone says because it's about a girl, no. Well, partially. This is called Nancy in Hell. This is the first one. And this is the second one. So, the apocalypse is here, and there's no place. What does that say? To his? Oh, yep. The apocalypse is here, and there's no place to hide. No human is safe. Except this girl and her chainsaw. I love anything where someone is basically taking on demons of hell with a chainsaw. My favorite one has always been Ashley J. Williams, played by Bruce Campbell in The Evil Dead. I love anything and everything Evil Dead, so probably gonna have to run an Evil Dead game soon. There is an Evil Dead TTRPG called The Army of Darkness, and it's actually official. It was licensed out so long ago. I'm trying to think, how long ago was it? I'm gonna look that up for you guys. Army of Darkness was licensed out okay, so from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing, it was licensed out to Eden Studios back in, well, says there was a review on it from somebody else in 2005, so probably before then. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I got this here. No, it wasn't licensed out beforehand, before 2005. It was between about 2003 to 2005. 2003 is the earliest date that pops up. So, yeah. Early 2000s. So, but, yeah, I'm looking to enjoy to read these comics. So, yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Turn off my camera. Let's see. We showed off the comics, the graphic. Told you about my big experience. I actually have to look up the list here. Comics, graphic novels, souvenirs, and one. Oh, that's pretty much about it. Yep, that is it. We finished everything. So, all right, everybody. So that's everything I have to show you off today. My girlfriend says I can show off her stuff if I want to, but I don't know. I don't know. The whole party is showing off my stuff, but she got some good stuff too. My son. Oh, I forgot to show you one other thing. All right, forgot to show you guys one other thing. I got this necklace that is the sigil of Timriel. Probably can't see it too well. But, yep, it's also another necklace that I was able to get. So, I was very happy about that one. Alright, well, that's everything I have. I want to wish you guys a great and wonderful day. Yeah, that's everything I have to show. Well, Witch King and Troublemaker, thank you for showing up and showing the love and the support. I do appreciate that. And for any of my future viewers, thank you for coming out. Sorry it took me like 3 days to get. I had to rest. Plus, we had that one stream that I did because there was that article that really ticked a lot of people off. And it's pretty much a done deal. Like, nobody really trusts it anyway at this point. And my thing about that article is I wasn't trying to make anyone not trust it, but at least be somewhat truthful. 3.0 3.5 edition D&D is where I actually started my whole gaming career. There was a whole period of years I played for years and years until Pathfinder came out. And, if it wasn't for 3.5 and 3.0, I would not be here. So, yeah. So, obviously, everyone is saying, it was a bad game, and it really wasn't. So, anyway. Alright, well, that's everything I have at this time. You guys have a great and wonderful day, and we'll be doing streams in the future. I'm at 105 subscribers. It was at 106, but I think I lost one. It may come back. Sometimes it does that because I went from 98 subscribers all the way up to 106 in like a week. So, which was actually it was probably more than that. Because according to what I'm reading in my analytics is that I had 11 in under 30 days. So, yeah, and I know I got them all in 1 week, so yeah. Alright, well, you guys have a great and wonderful day. Whoops.